My complete day game guide for 2026.
Hey, excuse me. You are very, understatedly elegant right now.
Thank you.
How do you meet beautiful women on the street, at the park, wherever the fuck you go? I'm gonna draw on my 400 daytime cold approaches and my 2 years as a dating coach. The first rule is she's not busy, bro. You were just scared. We make excuses all the time for why not to approach her. But if you keep focusing on the reasons not to take action, you'll keep not taking action and not meeting everybody. So it's extremely important to calibrate your mindset and understand this. You are presenting an opportunity. You have a check in your back pocket for $1 million and you can offer it to any woman that you want. And you have a responsibility to do so. Because if you were in her shoes, you would want her to do the same thing. Think about it, bro. You feel like women have all this sexual power. They're the deciders. You're used to getting rejected by them. But think about life from her point of view. Our Western society doesn't make it very acceptable for her to hit on you. So she wants sex, she wants a relationship, she wants to feel loved and valued and wanted, but she's not at social liberty to pursue it herself. Her game is to make herself attractive and pray that someone cool and interesting and well-rounded like you wants to talk to her. That's a hard game to play, man. She's dependent on us to create the opportunities for her. The advantage is she doesn't have to deal with the rejection that we have to deal with, but the disadvantage is she has less agency. It sucks, man. You can be her knight in shining armor who breaks her out of the monotony of her day, the loneliness that she may or may not be experiencing. Remember, girls get lonely too, bro. It's not just us fucking guys. And you can present an opportunity to her that changes her fucking life. I want you to watch this approach I did where she's wearing headphones. I want you to watch the way that I stop her, not giving a fuck about her headphones. And I want you to watch how she reacts. Pay attention. Is she pissed off that I interrupted her and had her take her headphones out? Or is she really happy that I did so?
Hey, excuse me. You are very, understatedly elegant right now.
Thank you.
So I don't even know what to say.
Thank you.
You got,
That's
the coat and the lip gloss and shit.
I appreciate that.
Many women are begging to be approached by the right guy who knows how to do it in a socially congruent way with the right energy. And that brings me to point number 2. Your energy is everything. Pickup artists online want you to think that what you say is what matters most. It's not, bro. It's how you say it. I would take a shitty, awkward pickup line delivered with conviction over a perfect pickup line delivered with the wrong energy any day of the week. What you say matters far less than how you say it, especially as a beginner. When you get more advanced, you're hitting on more desirable girls, you gotta be a little cuter with it. But at your level, bro, throw all that shit out the window. You're not gonna be coy anyway. You're not fucking smooth, bro. So just get that out of your head that you need to be perfect and go own your vulnerability. I want you to listen again to hear to how I don't try to have the perfect line, bro. I see her, I move towards her, I act spontaneously, and I blurt out what I got at the time. If I had delayed and tried to think of the perfect line before I approached her, the opportunity would have been lost because we were walking in different directions. She would have been by me. So I just said what came to mind, and I trusted that my energy, my presence, my vibe, my experience was good enough to get the job done.
Excuse me. You are very, understatedly elegant right now.
Thank you.
So I don't even know what to say.
Thank you.
You got,
That's
the coat and the lip gloss and shit.
I appreciate
You
that.
have a former career on Broadway.
I do not.
Look at that. I even admitted that I didn't know what to say. That's okay. I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but you're allowed to be vulnerable, bro. In fact, vulnerability begets vulnerability. It's nerve-wracking to be approached, just like it's nerve-wracking to approach. And even if she's attracted and interested and exciting, it might be scary for her, the idea of being approached by a confident stranger. She might be insecure and self-conscious. In fact, she probably is. This might be a nerve-wracking experience for her. So if we can drop the facade a little bit, be attractive and safe, trustworthy, comfortable, we can really be that full package of that guy who she feels attracted to and she feels comfortable with, that she can trust. Vulnerability goes a long way in creating connection, making it feel like, oh, this isn't some weird pickup artist, agenda scenario. This is just a cool, normal guy who's confident. He goes for what he wants. This is the kind of guy I would see myself with. Point number 3 for day game, bro, is get to the point. When you get advanced, sure, open indirect, do fancy shit, whatever. But at the beginning, bro, your biggest problem is not making it sexual, not making it man to woman. there's a concept in approaching called premise, which is the idea of what the conversation is about. Is this a stranger to stranger interaction where I'm just asking you for the time or asking you for help with something? Or is this a man to woman interaction where the story, the narrative of this event is this is a conversation in which boy meets girl, in which we're gonna figure out if we like each other. That's the premise that we wanna have, bro. And premise matters because it dictates what you do in the conversation and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. I want you to think about 3 different scenarios with 3 different premises. A confession at church, a job interview, and a speed dating event. At the confession at church, would it be socially acceptable to flirt? Unless you're in some weird porno, fuck no. It would be very, very frowned upon. So you're very unlikely to do it. Even if both people are attracted to each other, you're very unlikely to do it. Premise matters a lot in controlling our behavior. Now think about the job interview. Is it socially acceptable to flirt then? Same thing, not at all. Even if both people really want to, you're likely to hold yourself back because it doesn't feel appropriate. Now let's talk about a speed dating session. Are you likely to flirt then? Yes. Even if you're not that attracted to the person, you still might kind of force yourself to do it because you feel like that's what you're supposed to be doing. The premise is conducive to flirtatious behavior. It's socially acceptable to do it, so both people are more likely to allow themselves to flirt, and this is the magic of premise. If she feels like this is a friend-to-friend interaction, women tend to be very socially aware and risk-averse. They care about their reputations even more than we do. And she doesn't want to look like a slut. She doesn't want to have the embarrassing reputation hit of flirting and then being wrong. So it's up to us to convey to her either all at once or subtly that no, the premise is man to woman. It's okay to unlock your sexy side. This is a man to woman conversation. It's okay to flirt. If she feels that it's socially acceptable, that you're on the same page as her, that she's not going to be shot down, then she will open up or she may open up to a surprising degree. But if you haven't conveyed to her that it's socially acceptable to do so, she's going to stay in risk-averse mode, trying to protect her reputation and err on the side of not flirting, even if she finds you cute. So long story short, we got to establish premise. We got to get to the point. We got to convey to her that this is a man-to-woman interaction. And you can either do it gradually by doing little subtle flirts, subtle hints that in total send the message sufficiently that this is a man-to-woman conversation. But that takes experience, it takes skill. So I don't recommend doing that at first. The easiest way to establish premise, bro, is to just get to the point at the beginning. Again, you can level up past this, bro. You can get smoother later on. At first, just fucking own your desires and tell her why you're there. Hey, excuse me, you look awesome. I had to come say what's up. Hey, your style is like so intriguing. I just find it very compelling. I had to come meet you. You're not gonna be smooth anyway, bro. You haven't done this a million times. So just cut the crap, get to the point. And the beauty of this, man, you will take some rejections up front. And that's actually a good thing because it forces you to learn how to handle rejection, which is a necessary skill if you're gonna be good at dating. But number 2, it will become very clear which interactions are gonna go somewhere and which ones aren't. There will be much less ambiguity. So you'll get out of the middle ground where you don't know if you're into each other, and you'll either take a rejection early on or she'll really open up. And it's in those conversations that you can really shine, because if you've been clear about your intentions and she gives you the green light, you don't have to be too cute from there on. You kind of know you got the green light to lead the conversation toward a date, to flirt a little bit more, and to ask for a number. And as a beginner, those are the ones that are really going to turn into something. You're not going to convert the middle ground conversations to dates because you just don't have the skills and experience yet. It's those green light conversations that are really going to be home runs. So you want to be optimizing for those. Recommendation number 4 is know your open, know your close. One of the biggest causes of inaction is uncertainty. If we don't feel like we know what to say, that becomes a reason not to say anything. Or it takes us so long to figure out what to say that by the time we've got something we feel good about, the moment has passed. So as a beginner, I highly recommend having a pre-decided open and a pre-decided close. Yes, it's a crutch. You will level up after it, but it's a very useful crutch because it eliminates variables. It frees you up to be more spontaneous, right? You think memorizing lines makes you robotic. Later on it does, but at the beginning it actually allows you to be more spontaneous and more genuine because you're less in your head. If you've already eliminated the factor of what am I going to say, you can just completely focus on pulling the trigger. When you see the cute girl, you go rip your line. Very, very good for beginners. Finally, bro, piece of advice number 5 is decide to play. Men tend to live our lives in logic mode. It's what's generally rewarded in our careers. It's not what's generally rewarded in dating, bro. Women respond to feelings and emotions much more than logic. Your career, the car you drive, all the wholesome and wonderful things about you may get you a 10th date once she really cares about getting to know your personality. But first dates are won on emotion. Attraction is not a choice, bro. Just like we don't decide to find the hot girl with big tits and a fat ass attractive. It's just something biological that happens. Attraction is not a choice for her either. She's not logicking her way into liking you. She's feeling her way into liking you. And the guys who tend to get first dates are the guys who make the girl feel something. And that first and foremost comes from approaching the conversation from a place of play. Talking to women is supposed to be fun, man. You're meeting strangers. It's not this fucking serious endeavor. I know it feels serious because you're not good at it yet and it's nerve-wracking, so you're really uptight about it. I believe me, I was there too. It's okay. But remember that in the long term, once you get over your approach anxiety and once you feel more confident, this is supposed to be a fun endeavor, man. Flirt with her, push her away. These are very attractive behaviors. If you want to know what sparks emotional attraction in a woman, it's acting like somebody who matters. It's conveying social status through your behavior, because these are all signals that imply that we're somebody. And that's, without getting too in the weeds, women evolved to be attracted to guys who are somebody within the tribe or within the social group. So if you decide to behave like somebody who matters, like somebody who's secure in himself, who believes in himself, who goes for what he wants, who's not all uptight all the time, but has social experience, is socially tapped in, knows how to flirt, knows how to tease, know how to be playful and make a girl feel sexy and lead things toward a date. Those are all very attractive signals for her that show her you're the type of guy she would want to date. Do I want you to overthink this? No. Do I have other videos explaining how to flirt, specifically how to tease, how to do all those things? Yes. I highly recommend you check them out so you can arm yourself with some frameworks. But before any of that, it starts with a decision to approach the conversation from a place of fun. Get out of logic mode, start teasing her, give yourself permission to not do it perfectly, try some things, gain some experience, and learn. At the end of the day, bro, that's what's gonna take you from not knowing how to talk to women to being able to get consistent dates. You gotta go for shit, take some risks, and then iterate. See how it goes, compare it against your ideal, make one adjustment, and then try it again the next day.